Hey guys, my name is Stephanie Wolf. I'm with the Y Builder, and today I'm going to do a quick review of these two bags here. I recently went on a couple international work trips, one to London and another to Australia. They were both about 10 days long, so I really got a feel for both of these. I took this one here, the LowePro ProTactic 450 AW to London. And then on my second trip to Australia, I took this guy here, which is the F-Stop Mountain Series Lotus 32 liter. So let's get started. So, okay, I'll start with the backs of them, or sorry, the fronts. This has got like a hard shell, which is actually why I was kind of like interested in it, because you think you're throwing it around internationally, long work trip. I thought it might be nice to have a hard shell case, right? So it's pretty cool looking. It kind of has that like almost military look to it a little bit. It's got all these pockets on the outside here. They come with extra little bags that you can kind of pull on here, but there's extra weight. The thing I don't like about that so much, sorry, I didn't even use them because I don't really like the idea of it, because this is, actually these are both back-loading bags, so you don't actually put them on their back to grab your camera. You actually lay it on its front and you unzip it from the back, right? So anyway, the reason why I don't like this is because you lay it on its front and these things, whatever is in here is going to get smashed. So anyway, I didn't test it. Maybe if I had some more time with it I would have. The reason I took this one to London and why I went with this one first, honestly, was because I'm a procrastinator and I was doing all this research and having people help me figure out which bag to go with, and I basically just ran out of time. So I ordered them both at the same time, and this one got shipped to me first. So I took it. So let's see what else. It does have this bottom rain jacket, which I'm sure you've all seen and know about. Fully covers the case. They both actually have one, so that's nice. I actually did use it in Australia. So outside pockets would be, you got this one here, which is a little one, and honestly it doesn't fit much. Like, you can maybe fit a deck of cards. That's about it. Like maybe your car keys or something, but yeah. And then on the other side you have the same pocket, and then it's got a little elastic thing here. Good for about business cards, and that's it, honestly. I was really disappointed with how small these pockets are. These are deceiving. They are not pockets, unfortunately, but the cool thing is that you open it and you can access the inside of the bag. I guess I can get to that now. I didn't like this. I did not use this because of the way I had my bag configured on the inside. I'll show you later. I can't think what was right here. Maybe a flash or something, so it really wasn't that useful for me. Anyway, a lot of people grab their camera out of the side if that's the way that they have it placed. Same pocket on this side, and again, you'll see this pocket for me doesn't even open because I have a divider attached to it. Again, useless. Honestly, I wish that wasn't even there. Sorry, LowePro. The thing I did like, the pocket I did like, was this top one here. Oh, and another thing I love, their zippers are amazing. Like, they work so well. It's just, they never get caught. Anyway, so there's this top pocket up here, which is pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's like a hard shell, and then there's this pocket in here, which it zips, and it kind of tucks into this top area, which is pretty neat. Let's see. So I think I stored, I don't know, camera batteries, extra batteries, and cards, and I think my wallet in there. I don't even know. Again, you could, if you wanted to organize it this way, you could put your camera up here, and then you don't have to reach around from the back. You could just unzip the top and pull your camera out. I didn't do that. So anyway, let's see, what else? What else? On the outside, they do have, I do like their straps, they're soft. They were pretty comfortable. And then this backing here, you know, it was really hot in London when we were there, so it kept me pretty cool, I would say. I don't know what the material is, but I'm sure you can look that up. There's these little tiny pockets on the hip straps. So I don't know, you could put cards there or something, maybe an extra battery. This strap actually does come out. I tested it without, but I figured for an international trip, I wanted that weight distributed onto my hips, which I'm very glad I ended up putting it back in. All right, now let's get to the inside. So the way it works is you got to put these two, kind of tuck them towards the middle and unzip like that. The zipper is amazing. It works so well, never got caught. And then it opens up, and you'll see it's a little bit of a mess in here. And you'll notice with both bags, they're dirty. They did go on a trip. So anyway, you can see how I configured this. I had the back of the camera sitting here, and then my lens was pointed up here. So again, I wasn't able to grab it through the top of this opening pocket. The one thing that I was really disappointed with is these dividers. Number one, they didn't come with enough, and number two, they just didn't. I felt they didn't fit together well. And that is the reason why this black one is in here. I actually pulled this from an old camera bag because these ones just didn't configure the way that I wanted them to. I don't know if you could maybe buy more or what, but for me that was kind of a downside. Let's see, what else? I do like how deep it is in the middle. It did fit my large camera body. I have the Nikon D3, so you know it's the larger body. That being said, a main reason I didn't use these side pockets to pull out my camera was it just doesn't fit. I think if you didn't have the extra, inch underneath, you would be able to pull it out if you had a smaller camera. You could pull it out of the side, but mine didn't work. And the reason why, which I had no idea, but right, you learn by doing, is this is ever so slightly rounded. So when you put your camera in here, this is obviously a square edge, right? Going rounded, it actually made my camera stick up just ever so slightly. It was actually this, the eye right here. It wouldn't quite sit down all the way. Anyway, sorry. So that is the reason why I didn't want to pull it out of the sides. It just didn't fit. Let's see what else. So then we got, which I actually love, my 15-inch MacBook fits in here perfectly and it zips up. Awesome. I do love these pockets here. I used it, although there's not much wiggle room, I used it for cards. That's about it. You can't fit a battery or anything in here. It's really tight. So that's that. That is about it for this bag. I'll switch on over to the f-stop bag now. So lots more pocket options. This bag is pretty awesome. And I will say, when I was in London, after London, I was super frustrated with this bag because of the lack of pockets. I had to carry like an extra purse or an extra bag, or just not enough space in here. And they're about the same size. Okay, so pockets. Let's see, you have this pocket here, which is huge. It fit like my jacket, my scarf. It was cold in Australia. So yeah, it fit a ton of stuff up here. And then these zippers on this one, they seem like they're pretty water resistant here. So these things are probably for your tripod. I didn't use it because we have a big heavy video tripod, so didn't even put it on my back. These sides, these come out. Same pocket on either side. This pops out here, so you get a little extra space. I put a ton of stuff in here again. But when I carried it on the plane, I didn't put anything in here, or I put something flat, so it kept the sides, together. Let's see, what else? Same thing here. These are actually more comfortable straps, but they don't come off, so they're basically stuck there for good. And these are the hip straps, hip pockets. The nice thing about this bag versus this one, it does have this, I don't know what you call it, but there's this extra strap here that pulls the top of the bag in towards your shoulders, basically, so it's not like hanging back. It really tucks it in. It was made this bag way more comfortable. This bag also has what feels like a wire, I don't know what it is, like a wire frame around the back, so it sits super comfortable on your back. Let's see, any other pockets? So these ones up top here, there's two different pockets up top. This top one, I actually love this thing. So here you can see the inside of it, which this is actually where I kept my iPad. It surprisingly fit perfectly in there, and you still have room to put stuff on top. Then you have this mesh pocket here. Basically you can fit anything because you still have so much room in here, right? Let's see, then you get to this top pocket. Get this out of here before I throw it around. Then you have this top pocket, which is probably the most convenient one to keep like your wallet and stuff. It's got, again, like a little mesh thing. I put like my lens, little wipe here, business cards. So that's that. Let's see, now we go to the inside. Yeah, I think this again has the same thing as this other bag had, where you can add extra little things on the outside here. I didn't, but yeah, okay. So then the inside, zipper's amazing, never failed. I ended up getting the large ICU, and ICU stands for internal camera unit. They have a large, medium, and small, and they may even have a smaller one, I'm not 100% sure, but I went with the large, wasn't sure, I had no clue about these, I'd never done these before, so anyways, so I went with the large. This little space up here, I basically had empty the entire time, you know, to save weight. Especially on the plane, I kept my jacket and my scarf in here, which was actually kind of nice, kept me warm. Let's see, so pockets, dividers. Love these things. They fit together perfectly. They come with so many extra. I was going to show you. There's like a stack of 5 to 8 extra that I have, which is amazing. I'm sure I'll use them someday. Oh yeah, you can actually see there's a little wire in here. So I wasn't lying. There is this wire frame that really keeps the bag really sturdy. Anyway, so camera I put down here because I wanted the weight on my, as low as it could be on my hips. And then I would put like batteries, and then my 80 to 200 fit fine in here. I had 2 flashes, the speed lights, and then I had a couple lenses over here. So plenty enough for a week trip. Let's see, what else? So we'll go over here. And this actually, I didn't even realize till halfway through the trip what this was for. But I ended up putting like my charging cables in here and tucked them in. It was so cute and it fit perfectly, I loved it. And then this pocket up here I used for cards. I'll say probably my only, or one of my small complaints about this bag is this zipper is very delicate and you have to be careful with it a little bit. But it does fit like, I don't even know, I probably 5 or 6 memory cards, and then the card reader I put in here also. So that's probably the only thing I'm a little hesitant on. Let's see, so pricing. This, let me get rid of my laptop here. So the LowePro, ProTactic, I got for $165. Not a bad deal for what it is. The lack of pockets really killed me. I was super bummed about that. In comparison though, this for the bag alone I paid $239, and then for the ICU, the large ICU, I paid an extra $99. So 165 compared to 240. I mean, that's a pretty big difference, but honestly, hands down, this is the winner for me. I guess the last thing, which one was a big one for me, I showed you how the laptop fit in here, but I wanted to show you here as well. So it comes through the top, which is actually kind of convenient. There's no specific pocket for it like there was here, but it actually fit perfectly, 15-inch, fit perfectly right here on the outside. And I will say, you see how this one is where your back is? This one is on the front of the front of the bag. I actually prefer this one because I didn't like, I'm sure it was fine, but I didn't like the idea of my laptop being on my back so much. So anyway, fits perfectly. Everything I love about this bag so much. Maybe slightly big, but I'll probably end up buying the next size down and love it just the same. So anyway, if you guys found this video helpful, give it a like, a share, whatever. I really appreciate it, and I'll try to make some more videos soon. Thanks, bye.